Hello, my name is Terry Walker. These are my lovely note cards. My topic is about communication methods. Communication can mean a few things. One can be the way you talk or suggest something to someone. Oxford defines the communication as the fact of having something in common with another person or thing, affinity, congruity, absolute, rare. This topic will lead to three main ideas of the topic of communication. The main ideas being focus, listening, asserting yourself in body language, and nonverbal behavior. With these three methods, focus, listening, asserting yourself, and body language, I will show you why it can help you in conversation. That with these three methods, you'll be able to show everyone that you care about the conversation you are having with them. The first thing you need to do in communication is to establish that you are listening into the conversation. We also need to focus when we listen. You can't just sit back, listen, but not fully intend to comprehend everything you talk about. Helpguide.org explains that there's a big difference between engaged listening and simply hearing when you really listen. You'll hear subtle hints in someone's voice. You'll also make the person feel heard and understood, which can help build a stronger, deeper connection between you and the other person you are trying to communicate with. Listening helps show that you aren't only just reading their lips just waving your head up and down. And also is showing that you are caring enough to show that you can comprehend everything they say. With communication, to keep up with the communicating with others, you need to be assertive, but also be humble and kind while being assertive. Being assertive means to be able to put your words in the conversation. Being able to be assertive helps shows that you want to be a part of the conversation. You also don't need to force an opinion on someone, the same being said for them. We all have our different opinions. We have different thoughts and ways to form an opinion. Force doesn't mean you don't tell them about your opinion. Effective communication involves minimizing potential misunderstandings and overcoming any barriers of communication at each stage. And the communication process. Another way to communicate with someone is nonverbal behavior. In a short amount of words, body language. Communication doesn't always have to be just words. In fact, I feel that body language is a big part of speaking or communicating to someone. When you talk, don't you find that you move your body, whether it's your whole body, arms, or even just legs? Body language can put emphasis on certain pieces of information, helps show that there is a big deal. Of course, body language isn't only moving in gestures, it is also using expression. Your face can show something that truly matches up with your words, such as if you smell something gross, don't you have a stink face on? I will even go to say that even just adding not even just adults or teens use body language a lot. When babies are excited, they clap their hands. Or even use other gestures they learned from parents. One thing I can warn you is not to contradict yourself. In conclusion, my speech about communication methods, you must pay attention, be confident, and use body language. By applying these methods to everyday conversation, you will be able to show that you respectfully be a part of this conversation, with emphasis on being respectful. Many people these days can't speak without being awkward or show a hint of nervousness. As someone who does this themselves, I know for sure when I apply this to everyday conversation that I'm truly able to have fun with my peers, fellow employees, and employers. Thank you for listening to my speech about communication.